Alright, so here we have a video of my 1.4 Pro stash for this year's show. I figured the easiest way to break this up was to do it based off where I bought it. So left side, pyrogiant.com, or as people in the Northeast probably know, Bada Boom. The wholesale warehouse back behind the shop there off the highway is where you pick up stuff from Pyrogiant. And then the pile here on the right was all bought from Lake Effect Fireworks out by Erie, PA. So my Pyrogiant order with tax was $2,005. That I know. I did 2 different trips to Lake Effect, so I don't know the total because there was also consumer stuff in with that order. But if I had to guess, I would say this is probably about $1,200 maybe. Let this truck go by. Yeah, probably around $1,200 ish, but that's with the 40% discount that John offers when you order at the beginning of the year. So I guess I'll start in the back here. So I got a case of these 25 shot instant silver Thunder. So this is just a 25 shot salute, all instant, so all 25 shots go off as soon as it's lit. So they're packed 4-1. And I got, oh, those are Pyro Demon, by the way. A case of 4-1 of these raccoon straight whistling to salutes. As you see there, so they're instant as well. I was gonna get the regular ones that are just one at a time, but I really didn't want to have like 2 minutes of just whistling. Figured that'd get annoying. So I got a case of these Pyro Demon 49 shot variegated cold crowns. So those are a 2-1 case. I believe they are 1-inch bore, maybe 1.2 inch, something like that. This is Pyro Demon's 100 shot Willow King. So you have 2 cakes, 40 shots, and a small 20 shot 3-1, which is, I was just gonna bring out like one of each cake that I had a case of, so it was less to carry. But some things in Proline get confusing, so you see like 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 6-1, such like that. Sometimes it's not actual like individual cakes, so like these are 6-1. Okay, so you have 6 individual 4-1s, 4 individual 2-1, 2 individuals. So these are 3-1, but it's 3 cakes making 1 compound. As where I got something here. You know, I'll figure it out when I get to it. That I'll tell you, like, okay, it was a 2-1, I think, but like it's not. It's like 2 separate cakes that make the total shot count that you're buying. I got a case of these 12-1, 3-inch, 75 multiple reports. So essentially, single shot tube, 3-inch tube's got probably like a 2.5-inch shell in there. And it's full of salutes. There's like, I think it's usually like 6 or 7 salutes per each one of those. But I don't know if I will be using these or not. It all depends on if I can get a rack built in time. I got this Vengeance, which is a 2-1 compound, big compound cake. Tsunami. This is a 4 cake compound. Weighs, I think, like 67 pounds. That's a big box, hard to carry. Oh, I didn't go over these cylinders here. So, like I said, I got a case, 6 of them. These are 19 shot gold willow with blue. Essentially, they're like Proline 200 grams, but they have some pretty big breaks for what they are. Got a case of these 2-1. Oh, like this is what I was talking about. So like these are 100 shot multicolor Cressettes to Thunder. So these are actually 100 shot each, but they're 2-1 instead of like a 50 and a 50. Got 2 of these JLP 2335s, 45 shot, gold crown to white strobe with red strobe, blue mine. Basically just like a large fan horseshoe cake, or horsetail I mean, which is one of my favorite effects now. So I got quite a bit of that this year actually. 2 of these gold crown with deep blue crackling flower, 42 shot, 1.2 inch bore. These are sold as Outburst. These are 2-1 case. I have Pyro Demons 35 shot, 2-inch Nishiki King. Den was the first one to do a video on those. I ordered this way before he did that video. I was like, I haven't seen these before. I'm going to pick them up just for the hell of it and see what happens. Actually glad I got that. I wish I had ordered 2. Den also did the video on this one because there wasn't any videos available. 66 shot Nishiki with purple. I think these are 1.5 bore is where these are too. Got 1 of these 60 shot titanium gold coconut to silver, chrysanthemum line to gold coconut to color. So there's a bunch of different effects in here. This is sold usually from stores as going mental, so it's a 1-1. Also, I got a case of bulk shells from Raccoon. These are the tiger tail to big breaks. So I believe it's 96 shells per case. So you got sleeves of 6, and the reason that these are pro shells is they don't come with tubes. That's the difference between your pro and your consumer. But if you went to Raccoon and bought, you know, the I think they're tiger something or other, the tiger tail consumer shells that they sell, these are the same thing, just without the tubes. And the shells themselves, these are more like the Raccoon compact shells, so they're a little bit thinner, maybe like a 1/4 inch thinner than regular consumer cans. So that's it for the Pyro Giant wholesale order. I'll get into my lake effect order here. Start in the back. Raccoon, a great reckoning. So it's a 4-1 compound. I am going to do something different with this. Instead of putting it in order 1, 2, 3, 4, I think I'm actually going to fuse it up as 1, 3, 2, 4. Switch the effects up a little bit because it looks better done that way, in my opinion. Here's another thing with the 2-1s I was talking about. So sold. This is Dominator machine gun 72 shot, but these are 2-1, but it's 36 shot per cake to make the 72 that you're buying. So that's something you got to watch for. We got 2 cases Raccoon the Predator 126 shot fan compound. This is one of my absolute favorite compound cakes. We got 138 shot Hammer Beast from Raccoon. This is a 4 cake combo. This is a very fast-paced cake. I think it's like maybe 40 seconds or something around there. So that's going to be basically like open up into my finale, I believe. Alright, got 3. So this was a 3-1 Pyro Fortune, which is a Sunwing brand. 1.2 inch, I don't know if you can see it, 36 shot, straight red green mine to report. So it's a fast pace. These are more like your, I guess it'd be a 500 gram, but it's a fast pace 500. Just red and greens. And then Dominator Intensity Compound Cake. So this is a 4-1. So if you were going to search for this, like, you could go by the number here, the PFX 5651, and that'll bring it up for you. So you got A, B, C, and D. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to move some of these around or split half into one of my rockule cakes and then like the other half in another one. I might experiment around doing that, just putting different cakes from different compounds together and see what happens. Go over here. The 1 minute show in the box from Dominator. Titanium Report Finale. I think it's like a full like 10 shot line. Just all salutes. So those are 2-1 case. PFX 23E 289 Fan Mine Strobe Willow Comets to strobes. This is a 4-1 case. 25 shot for each fan cake. And then I got this Dominator Mixed Effect 64 shot. So these are like your little 200 grams again. Only go like 60, 70 feet in the air, smaller breaks, but good budget. Cause I don't remember the price on these, but I want to say it was like maybe around $80 or something for 6 of these. They just couldn't pass it up. And 64 shots. So, I mean, see there, duration. Now basically a minute each. Put a couple of those together, makes a nice fill. These have like it says mixed effects, so like it has like flying fish and crackle, stuff like that in it. And then I got for a finale here, Dominator PFX 5653, the compound cake nighttime smoke. So this is a super fast like zipper cake essentially from these fan cakes. So you'll have your smoke, I think there's what, red, green, yellow, blue, pink, or something like that. And then in between them are shots of like white, silver, gold horsetails to help illuminate the smoke. So for that, I also bought 2 of these Dominator white strobe mine to white strobe waterfall. So 70 shots each, 15 seconds. They're more like maybe 10, 11 seconds. But I'm using these as an offset for this cake to add some extra illumination to that smoke to kind of help fill up that sky a little bit. I think that'll look neat. So yeah, that's what I have for the Proline this year. We'll see how it goes. Thanks.